Hello and welcome. My name is Joshua Billings, and in this video we're going to talk about how to get started with Acellus Academy. The process of enrolling in Acellus Academy can be completed in 3 simple steps. First of all, you're going to create your parent account. Then we'll choose courses for your student to take. And lastly, your student can begin learning. Let's jump into the first step, which is creating your parent account. Now, one of the questions we receive from parents is, when can I enroll? Are there certain times of the year that my student can start? In Acellus Academy, our courses are self-paced. When your student starts, they work from step 1 and they move forward sequentially. This allows us to have flexible enrollment timeframes because every student is beginning at the beginning of the class. And so we allow students to enroll year-round. Now, when you create your parent account, remember, this is how you'll sign in to monitor your students' progress, to manage the courses that they're taking, to update billing information. So it's important to put in the right email address and a phone number that can be used for phone verification. Once you create your parent account, you'll need to make your first tuition payment. Now, in another video, we'll talk through the various tuition plans that are available and also talk about the Roger Billings Scholarship Program. If you decide to enroll under the scholarship, be sure to check the box acknowledging that your student will participate once a week in the Science Live program. Now that you've made your payment, your parent account is active and we are ready to begin step 2, which is selecting courses. Now, to make this easy, we automatically recommend courses based on your student's grade level. The fun part here is you get to choose electives. Acellus Academy has so many course options to choose from. In elementary, you might have your student take elementary engineering. Maybe they'll take our STEM coding classes. In high school, maybe they'll take a foreign language such as French or Spanish. We also offer a lot of career and technology classes. These are things like construction trades or business classes. So there's a lot of ability for you as the parent to personalize your students' course selections here. And remember, if the courses that you choose don't turn out being a perfect match for your student's interest, you can always come back in and adjust these courses later. Now, you'll notice that there are 2 bonus courses that are available here. These are called bonus classes because they don't count against the limit of the number of classes that your student can take at a time. These are provided because we wanted to make them widely available to students. One of these classes is Social Emotional Learning, which is taught by Dr. Paget Monet. The other class is called Robotics Dance Programming, and this is a fun class that's designed to spur interest in STEM. Your student will have an opportunity to get some exposure to coding by using a block coding interface where they'll learn about functions and logic and loops, and they'll do so in a fun, engaging way where they're programming their robot to dance. If your student enjoys this class, you might consider enrolling them in our STEM 10 courses so that your student can develop coding skills. Well, now that you've selected your courses, you're ready to jump into step 3, which is beginning to learn. And in Acellus Academy, your student can begin immediately. Your student will be given an ID and a password. Now, this 10-digit ID is called your student's Acellus ID, and it's important to make a note of it so you don't lose it. We'll also send you an email with a copy of it. That Acellus ID is your student's username, and a password is provided. Now, you have got 2 options for your student to sign in. Option A, your student can go to a browser and visit acellus.com. In the upper right-hand corner, click Student Sign In and enter your student's ID and your student's password. The other option is to have your student sign in from the Acellus app. Now, the Acellus app can be downloaded free of charge to a Windows computer, Mac computer, or an iPhone, an iPad, an Android device, and this app can be configured for your student to sign in. When your student goes to the app, they'll put in their ID and password and they can begin their classes right away. Now, for some students, memorizing a 10-digit ID and a password can be a little bit intimidating, and so we offer something in the app called an easy sign-in. And this allows you to create a very simple username, maybe the student's first name, and a very simple password. And to make this secure, that simple easy sign-in is associated with your student's more secure login on that particular app. So if your student will be signing in from multiple devices and you want to use this easy sign-in, be sure to set it up on every device your student will be signing in from. Now that your student has signed in, their list of classes are provided and they can jump into learning right away. Now, we recommend that as a first step, your student click on the Student Orientation class. This is going to give your student a quick overview of the different features that are available in the Acellus learning system. That concludes step 3. Your student is now enrolled and you're ready to get started. Welcome aboard.